All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakodash. A double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And this article is from the RT, and it reads, Iran close to nuclear breakout. And it's Anthony Blinken. It said it would probably take Tehran, which is the capital of Iran, 1 or 2 weeks to get the fissile material to build a weapon. And now we understand under the Iranian nuclear deal, in which Iran and America was under, that deal basically forced both sides to have a minimum uranium-235 production, which is basically the material used to create the actual nuclear bomb, right? So after America left the Iranian nuclear deal, Iran left shortly after that, and America blamed Iran for leaving first, which that wasn't the case. But now that whole treaty or deal is disannulled, you see that the production has ramped up for both sides. And ultimately, Yahweh Shai Shai allowed that chess move to happen, for the destruction of this place. And the scriptures tell us that these missiles are going to be shot off to the ends of the world, man. As the scripture says in the book of Second Esdras, it says, from one land to the other, man, as of a strong archer. So I'm getting to more of the article. It says Iran could be in a position to build a nuclear weapon within a matter of weeks or even days. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken has warned. Tehran has been increasing its stockpile of near weapons-grade uranium, right? That's that uranium-235, right? Since Washington unilaterally pulled out from the landmark Iran nuclear deal. That was exactly what I was just speaking on right in the beginning. It says, in an apparent jab at Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump, who spearheaded U.S. withdrawal from the accord, Blinken told the Aspen Security Forum on Friday that Iran had dramatically reduced the time needed to produce the fissile material needed to make a nuclear bomb, right? And that's true, right? Because right after that deal, I believe the percentage of uranium-235 that they could have at one time was, I believe, 2.5%, something along those lines. But it was a very small percentage. But as soon as it ended, Iran ranked up their percent by like 100%, man. And it's the thing that they basically try to. They would send in, I guess, people to check for production. But it's easy to hide if they don't know what they're looking for. It says, after the nuclear agreement was thrown out, instead of being at least a year away from having the breakout capacity of producing fissile material for a nuclear weapon, Iran is now probably 1 or 2 weeks away from doing that, right? It says, Blinken stressed that Iran had not yet produced a weapon itself, but that's something, of course, that we track very, very carefully, right? Showing you that America's also scared. Because matter of fact, I'm going to grab it. Though, they are the hammer of the earth, and that they've been bullying all the rest of these nations and countries, and for decades and decades, Yahweh Shai Shai has created and enforced this here, man. This is lucky. Where is it? I'm looking for another precept. I'm gonna grab this here, but yeah. Plowshares. I believe that's in the book of Joel. Here we go. Oops. It's Joel 3. Here we go. It's Joel 3 and I'm going to start here at Joel 3 and 9. And it reads, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right? Because ultimately this is a season of war and hate, as the scripture says in the book of Ecclesiastes 3, man. Right? And we also know, according to the scripture here in the book of Isaiah 13, matter of fact, I'm going to go to this and I'm going to come back to Joel 3. There's Isaiah 13 and we go. 4. It says, the noise of multitude in the mountains like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together. The Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. Right? Hey, so he mustereth the host of the battle. Let's get that word mustereth in Isaiah 13. H64, 85, Bakad. It says to attend, to muster, to appoint, to seek, to visit, to punish. Let's see. To appoint, to be made, to number, mustering, to deliver, to keep. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to keep that promise, which he said. That this place got to go down. It says to do judgment, to hurt. And ultimately, that's exactly what's going to happen. And that's what the scriptures say. And they do hurt. And speaking about the I believe it's in the Revelation. What is it? Same precept where it's saying the heads of it, whereas the heads of lions. And they do hurt. It may be Revelation 12. Or 9. I think it may be Revelation 9. Let's see. Yeah, Revelation 9. There's Revelation 9. Let's see. Yep, right here. It's Revelation 9 and 19. It says, for their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Speaking of the power of those nukes, right? So let's go back into Isaiah the 13th chapter. Finish reading this, and I'm going to go back into Joel. And it reads, it says, so the Lord of the hosts mustereth, it's like the Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle, right? It says they come from a far country, from the end of the heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. And we understand that Iran is adverse unto America, man. So we understand Russia, China, Iran, and the rest of these allied countries against the U.S. are all going to shoot their arrows. It's like it bend the bow and shoot their arrows, man. Hey, and guess what? They're not going to miss. They're not going to miss. They're not going to bump into the air. And we're going to go back into Joel and read that too, right? But it says, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. And that's a physical destruction, man. That's not speaking parabolically. No, America is going to be left a memorial, thus saith the Bible. It says, how ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. When we go into Revelation, the 18th chapter, it tells us that what? Hey, Yahweh Shemel Shai is fed up with this place. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh Shemel Shai has remembered her iniquities. Therefore, he's going to do what? He's going to punish this place with the inhabitants thereof. It says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, right? Because, hey, these people of this world, they don't think that, especially of America, they have a normalcy bias spirit where they don't believe anything bad can happen to America until it does, right? So when we're out on the highways and hedges telling them, hey, this is what the Lord said he's going to do, they look at us crazy. Oh, America can't be destroyed. Oh, we got the best army in the world. Oh, nobody ever touched America. No other troops has ever been on American soil. These are all the responses that a nigga give, hey, to try to defend his plantation. Well, we're telling you exactly what Yahweh Shemel Shai said he's going to do, man. Hey, and the Most High is not a man that he should lie. So guess what? Everything that he said is going to happen, that's going to come to pass. Hey, guess what? You're going to be caught up in that judgment too, man. Continuing, it says, and they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. This 9, behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. We can keep going down. Matter of fact, I'm read down 11. It says, for the stars of heaven, and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in its going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Right, and that's due to the smoke clouds, or the new clouds, the smoke clouds, ascending into heaven, covering it. Right, it says, and I'll punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I'll cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Right, because the Lord hates a proud spirit, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Now, to go back to that in the book of Joel, because it's speaking about Iran, right? This Joel 3, because as I was saying before, through the Spirit, Yahweh Shem Yahshai has allowed E to be the hammer of the earth. But now the rest of these nations are waking up and getting into the war mindset as well. Joel 3:9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. So your agricultural devices are going to transform into devices for war. And you've seen that with China, and you've seen that with a few other countries. Their agricultural, they decreased their agricultural strength in order to beef themselves up militarily. Right? It says, let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen. Gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Right? Now, I'm going to grab another precept. Yeah. I read this. Jeremiah 50. Let's go back to the article. It says, Blinken stressed that Iran had not yet produced a weapon itself, but that's something, of course, that we track very, very carefully, right? And ultimately, it's just the Lord's armory. Matter of fact, let's get that. The Lord's armory, fully being assembled. Being fully assembled. So, like, armory. Yeah, it's Jeremiah 50. I'm already there. It's Jeremiah 50. And, so like, I'm going to start up here at 21. 1 second. Let's see if there's more on this article, and then I'm going to jump there. It says, the secretary noted that Iran could show that it is serious about engaging with the U.S. on nuclear issues by pulling back on the work that it has been doing on its atomic program, adding that Washington continues to jack up sanctions pressures on Tehran in an effort to change their behavior, right? Basically trying to get them to lose their strength in producing these nukes. It says, according to a May report by the UN's International Atomic Energy Agency, Iran has more than 140 kilograms of uranium enriched to 60%. See, now when they kept them below that 2.5, they basically couldn't do anything, right? But as soon as the Iranian nuclear deal was disannulled, it says now they're producing at 60%, man. Showing you that the Lord is moving all of this for his prophecy to be for his prophecy to come to pass, man. It says to be used in a nuclear bomb, it must be enriched to more than 90%. And I believe it's over 60%. I just don't believe that they're putting in an article that it is, because of fear. America never likes to present the side of the truth, especially when it's not in their favor, right? So I believe they are producing it over 60%. And I believe it is close to 90, being the fact that they said it's taking weeks to days for them to actually complete their objective. It says, by comparison, under the 2015 nuclear deal, Iran signed with several world powers, including the U.S., Tehran pledged to keep its uranium enrichment at 3.67. So I said 2.5. I was wrong. Salakia. It was actually 3.67%. But nevertheless, you see what it's at now, or you see what they say it's at now, which I believe it's above 60. It says Trump said he withdrew from the deal, which he called a disaster because it failed to prevent Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons. Now, the thing is, America, see, the deal was supposed to keep both sides under a certain level. But America didn't give a fuck about that. Just like they break every treaty and contract since they become established. They did it to Gad, too. Right? It says Tehran, however, has consistently maintained that it has no plans to do so. Which he called a disaster because it failed to prevent Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons. Tehran, however, has consistently maintained that it has no plans to do so, and that its nuclear program is for peaceful purposes only. Really, basically saying that they're doing this in in essence, if somebody attacks them, that they'll have a way to protect themselves. It says the administration of U.S. President Joe Biden has been trying for months to revive the landmark deal, but the talks have stalled, right? Because ultimately, that's not what Yahweh Shemel Shai wants. In particular, Iran has demanded guarantees from the U.S. that it will not walk away from the deal in the future. Now, let's get back to the precepts. This is Jeremiah 50, and I'm going to start at 21. Go up against the land of Merathaim, and when you go into that word Merathaim, it means double rebellion. Speaking of America, it says, even against it and against the inhabitants of Pekod, waste and utterly destroy after them, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and do according to all that I have commanded thee. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Right in that hammer, because they've had that sword. But we see that these nations have now put their agriculture things, they've dedicated their or switched agriculturally to militarily. And also, the Lord has made these small among the heathen because these nations are coming together ultimately to, surpass your sanctions in order to work with each other and still benefit as a collective to protect themselves from you. It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon. And thou wast not aware, thou art found, and also caught, because the Lord has striven against you. It's like because thou hast striven against the Lord. Yahweh Shemel Shai hath opened his armory, and it goes back to the weapons, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord, power Yahweh of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. And that's the point, man. Let's go. I'm read down to 20. Let's see. I'm just jumping down to 29. It says, call together the archers against Babylon, which are the archers are represented as the missiles, right? Because it says, all ye that bend the bow, shoot a hurt, spare no arrows, right? It says, as of a strong archer, right? In the book of 2nd Esdras, it says, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done, do unto her. For she hath been proud against the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, against the Holy One of Israel. So that's speaking of what? The destruction of this place. And that's plain, man. 30 says, therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. Right? And he's coming back to destroy it, man. So Lord willing, I just want to go in on this article. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakakodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to Yaki in bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.